So the Division 2 devs had a surprise waiting for us right after the reveal. Less than 24 hours later, they announced the Year 7 Season 1 PTS. And a lot of players were worried that we weren't getting any gear but one exotic mask that they showed during the reveal for Battle for Brooklyn DLC. But good news, we do know now that there are a ton of new items coming with Season 1 of Year 7. But before we get into those new items, let's talk about the exotic mask real quick. If you guys haven't heard, there's a new exotic mask coming with Battle for Brooklyn. Now, this is going to be the one item that is tied to Battle for Brooklyn. It's called the Catalyst. Now, you receive bonuses for dealing status effect damage and receiving status effect damage. Now, another cool feature about this is you're able to ADS while you are on fire. Not only that, is when you are moving with this mask, it will start to light up with the reactive camo that it has. And as you're standing still, it will cool down. So let's talk about Year 7 and Season 1 items. So there's going to be another exotic weapon during that season that you guys can get. It's called the Bakan. If you guys remember, we had this weapon back in Division 1. Each kill with this weapon grants a stack up 50% magazine size to the next magazine up to 4 stacks. Now, the exotic mods that are going to be on there, the optics is going to give you 5% weapon damage, the magazine 20 rounds extra, the muzzle is going to give you 5% crit chance, and the underbarrel 5% crit chance. Now, there are 2 exotic pieces, one called Nimble Holster and one called Tinkerer. Nimble Holster has a talent called Bob and Weave. I really want to test this one out. You receive 5% repairs for every 1 meter you run cover to cover. Now, damage taken while doing the cover to cover movement is healed over 10 seconds. So I really want to see how the survivability on this really works. This could actually be something you can put on builds that you like running to give you some type of survivability. Now, the other exotic gear piece is an exotic mask called Tinkerer. The talent on here is called A-Bridge. If you guys remember, we used to have a backpack called Alpha Bridge. Now, listen to this. If your primary and secondary weapon are not exotics or named of the same type, the secondary weapon talent will also be applied to that primary weapon. So you literally could have 2 talents on one weapon. This is going to be creating some crazy combos, crazy amount of damage. I really can't wait to see how this one pans out once we get our hands on it during the PTS tomorrow. Now, there's also new gear coming. There's a new brand set. The 1 piece is going to give you 5% weapon damage. The 2 piece is going to give you 100% increased threat. And the 3 piece is going to give you 60% pistol damage. Now, there are name pieces to this. So you have a name backpack called Cap'n, and it has perfect leadership. Performing a cover grants 20% of your armor as bonus armor to you and all allies for 10 seconds. And then you have the name knee pads called Cloaks with perfect attribute, 50% reduced threat. So those are the 2 named items coming for this season. There's also a measured assembly gear set. Kind of reminds me a lot of Final Measure from the Division 1. If I had a gear set that I thought was going to come to this season or come to the Division 2 at some point, I thought Final Measure would be it. The 2 piece gives you 15% skill haste. The 3 piece gives you 60% repair skills. The 4 piece equipped unlocks a new unique talent. It's called Huddle. So you receive plus skill tier for each ally agent that is within range of your hive. While at skill tier 6, having at least 1 ally agent in range of your hive, smart cover for 4 seconds will grant overcharge for 15 seconds. Now there is a cooldown for 40 seconds. Now look at this. Mortars and enemy skills that enter the range of your hive or smart cover will be destroyed or diffused. Reminds me so much of Final Measure from the Division 1. Now, there is a cooldown on this. Now, there's a chest and backpack talent. So for the chest, it's Hive Mind, which decreases the overcharge cooldown for 40 to 25 seconds. And then there's a backpack talent for Smart Cooperation, decreases and destroys or diffuse cooldown from 30 seconds to 15 seconds. So every 15 seconds, you can destroy or diffuse. Now, there are some named items on this list. We have a new named weapon. It's called the Lud. It's the SOCOM MK16. It comes with a talent called Perfect Streamline. You receive 87% weapon damage when no skills are on cooldown. There's also perfect talent on the converted SMG9. It has the same thing, 87% weapon damage when no skills are on cooldown. And then there is a weapon talent. It says the same thing, perfect streamline, but I don't think you can put this in. I wonder if there's a regular streamline, but it doesn't say on it. It just says perfect streamline weapon talent, receive 80% weapon damage when no skills are on cooldown. I'm assuming there should be a streamline one that doesn't have the 80%, and I want to see what that one is. Imagine using that. You're running that talent, say the base talent, with Optimus or In Sync. I don't know. Some cool combos there. But yeah, those are the new named items, gear items. So for all of you guys wondering, yo, Skills, where's all the gear for the new DLC? Well, there is one exotic that is tied to it, and then all the other gear will be tied to the season. Just like our past seasons, you play the season, you unlock the gear for free. So hopefully that cleared up the air with we are getting new gear, we are getting new exotics besides just that one exotic mask. Remember, Year 7 Season 1 PTS is going to be live tomorrow, Friday. So if you want to check out me playing that, I'll probably go over that a little bit and then we'll dive back into the main game. So yeah, you can find that over on twitch.tv/nothing-but-skills. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. A lot of really cool items, especially those items that give you a little bit flashback of, man, Division 1. But we'll see. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. Nothing but skills out.